Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So a lot of people have been asking me to make a no-spell Warlock build. So I think we're going to do it. We're going to do a no-spell Demonlock build, and we're going to go through the perks, the skills, everything you need to know. And then first we're going to go through a Squire Kit for the beginners out there who want to try it out, or if you just want to try it out before you actually spend money on a kit. And then we're going to go with step-by-step of how I'll create the kit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to it. Alright, so now that we're here on the perks and skills, let's do a quick overview of Demon. So Demon is called Bloodpact. Pretty much you use Bloodpact and you get 50 max health, 30 armor, 30 magic resistance. You deal 1.5% of your health per second to yourself, and you deal 2 magical damage per second to nearby characters. Pretty much that's Demon. You just transform into a demon and you get super tanky, and you know, the E ability on Demon is you push E, and each hit you heal 10% of the opponent's max health per hit for 4 seconds. I believe it's capped at 30 health per hit. And you combine this Bloodpact with Soul Collector shards. Soul Collectors pretty much get 1 Darkness shard for every PvE or PvP player you kill, up to a maximum of 5 shards. If you consume Demon with a max stack of 5 shards here, you get plus 5 all. As you can see here, additionally, by consuming Darkness Shards, you gain +1 all attribute effects for each Darkness Shard consumed. So these pretty much go hand in hand whenever you're running Demon. As far as the other perks, we're going to run Shadow Touch, 2 true magic damage, and you heal 2 per hit, since this is a strictly melee class. The other one, we're going to be running Demon Armor. You'll see why. It's really important, because you're going to be needing a couple pieces of plate. And then for the last perk, you can either run Infernal Pledge if, you know, you're new to the game and you get hit by a lot of skeletons and you want to reduce the damage, or, you know, Malice if you want a little bit more magic resistance. I don't recommend Dark Reflection because if you get hit by an opponent, it'll automatically proc your Soul Collector and you'll lose your shards, and you won't be able to use your shards to get +1 to +5 all attributes when you transform. Or if you're in duos or trios and there's a lot of wizards lately, you know, you could drop on some anti-magic, so that could definitely help. I'll probably just throw on Malice, you know, just to be safe, a little bit extra magic resistance. And for the secondary skill here, you can do run of 2 things. You could run BOC for a little bit more damage, or you can run Phantomize. I would highly recommend Phantomize because there's been a lot of times where you go in, you kill the player, but there's so many PvE next to you, you're kind of stuck because of how big you are in demon form, and you're kind of cooked and you can't get out, you're stuck. So it's good to use Phantomize to be able to Phantomize through PvE mobs, like after a fight, or like you push and you're getting clapped and you're like, oh, I gotta reposition, you just pop it. You know, it's a safe bet. But yeah, this is the perks and skills that I'll typically run here. Obviously we're not gonna have any spells, so don't even need to worry about that stuff. And let's go over to the Squire Kit real quick, and I'll show you exactly what I would use on my Squire. Oh, this is pretty much the Squire Kit I'd run here, but let's take it all off for now. So with the Squire Kit, when you run Demon, so this is going to be Squire specific, right? I'll go into the actual build with gold coins later because the stat prioritization is a little different because you have extra stats, so you don't have to use this specific one. But for Squire, actually before we get into Squire, make sure in order to get more gear in your Squire, you got to complete your quests. So if you don't know that, go to the Tailor, do your quests. Each quest line you do, you get more Squire gear. So make sure you complete, you know, each section of the quest to unlock better Squire gear. It goes from junk, or I believe junk's gone. It goes from poor to common. Yeah, and it just gives you better stats when it's at common. So make sure you do that. Armor gives you plate. Tailor gives you cloth. Leathersmiths gives you leather. So make sure to get that done. Okay, so back to the Squire here. This is the build that you will be running for Demon, for Squire. So the reason why we're running Light Gauntlets, right? This is also why we ran Demon Armor. Light Gauntlets give you agility base, and there's no reduction to movement speed. So you know, it'll let you be a little bit faster. You know, it's not as good, but because it's just white gear, but agility and strength is pretty decent. We're going to be running Chappelle here for a little bit more agility as well. Although it is a little heavier, it's -4, but this does give you a decent amount of PDR and a little bit of magic resistance, and a decent amount of headshot protection too, which is important. But essentially, Demon is this build. You want to be as fast as you can be, and you kind of want to get as much strength and as much health as you can get. With Squire setup, you're kind of limited on what you can do, you know, because there's no extra stats. It's just white gear. So I think this is probably the best setup here. So you got the gauntlets, you got the Chappelle for agility and a little bit of strength on gauntlets. You got the Cultist tunic and the Cultist pants for the strength. and the move speed penalty is fairly low. It's -9 for both of them. And then Lightfoot's to kind of offset, you know, the -4 reduction on the Chappelle. And then obviously the main weapon you're going to be using for this demon form is just a Kris Dagger. You know, you could do a little bit different here. You could run a heater shield if you want. Just keep in mind it's -20, and it's kind of heavy, and it might be a little difficult to catch people. So I don't typically run no spell demon with a heater shield. I just go straight in and just cook people, and then, you know, if it's too crazy, if I'm losing too much health, you back out, reset. But typically you don't even need to, because of the E in demon form. You just heal so much, it's really hard to be beaten unless the other team's like really juicy. Secondary, you don't really need a secondary. There are situations where you could bring a longsword. You know, if you're really good at parries and there's like an easy weapon to parry, say it's like a halberd or like a bardiche, and you're pretty decent at your parries with this, could bring a longsword. Because they'll outreach you with the Kris Dagger. So, yeah, this is pretty much the setup I'd run on Squire gear. It's pretty self-explanatory. We'll put this on. Let's look at the stats real quick. I did not even check, actually. So, yeah, you'll be close to 100% move speed. And what'll really help you to be faster than other players is you're just having a Kris Dagger and you're running around with this. You could go to the merchants here and you could buy a lantern to put on. Lantern has no, move speed penalty. It just helps provide source of light, which is really nice. And if you actually spend money on a kit, you can get one with good stats on it, and you can add your stats to there. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Those are the perks, the skills, and pretty much the way you want to play Demon, no spell, is you just want to send people. You kind of want to make sure you can get to them and outplay them and stuff like that. And then, you pop Demon, right? Once you get your 5 shards, then you'll be +5 all to all attributes. And you'll also get the 5 agility, so you'll be even faster than this. Than your normal. You'll probably be like, what, 304, 304, 305, 100.5, and you'll be able to catch them even quicker. And then once they start hitting you, it's really important that you don't hit Demon Form's E ability until after you get hit, because if you pop it too early, you'll be wasting the 4-second time period where you can heal off your enemy. So make sure you get hit first, then you pop your E and start healing off of them, so you can just trade back and forth. And you'll obviously win because you'll be healing up, and they won't be, for the most part, unless they're, like I said, if they're really juicy. But yeah, this is pretty much the Squire Kit. Pretty simple. We'll provide some PvP at the end here so you can kind of see what it looks like. But from here, we are going to hop into creating a kit for people that actually want to create a juicy kit and not just use Squire gear. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so now that we're in the market, let's try and see what we can get with only 1,500 gold. We're going to try and make a really good demon build, or at least the best we can. And then from there, we'll just fill in with whatever stuff we have left. So the build's going to be pretty much the same, right? So we have demon armor on, so let's start with the plate gear we're going to be using. Light gauntlets is pretty much mandatory in this build. And light gauntlets epic are pretty cheap. If we look here, yeah, it's about 100 gold here. So something that you want to make sure when you're running this demon no spell build, you want to have a lot of HP. The reason for this is in case you run into a lot of landmine rogues, because they have a lot of armor pen and true fizz, and they can just melt you. So the more HP you have, the more chance you have to not die before you can even do anything. Yeah, so see right here, gauntlets with health is relatively cheap actually. 3 max health on these gauntlets, and it has 3 strength, which gives you a little bit more health. So I think we're going to take this. Nothing too crazy. It's only 150 gold. Bam. Let's put that on. All right. So next up, we'll be going for a hat. So you can do one of 2 options. You can do the Chappelle, like you saw in the Squire gear, or you can do it's called a Spangen helm, which gives you agility and dex. So if you want to be really fast, you run Chappelle because it has more agility. If you want to be, swing fast and be a little bit quicker but slower than Chappelle, you want to run Spangen. Because Spangen Helm has, 3 agility, 3 dex. But I believe Spangen Helm is pretty cheap. So we'll look at both here and see what we can find. We want to stack health on pretty much everything. 2 health there. Let's see what a double health roll would look like. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Maybe health bonus. 0.8, 0.8, 0.5. It's a true magic in there. Let's do flat health. And then from here, let's do Let's see if we can find maybe a little bit of physical damage reduction. That's only one. Let's do armor. Let's see how much armor and max health is here. Okay, 170. That's not bad. 300. That's 2 knowledge, 3 armor, 2 max health. That's a little pricey. I don't want to buy that. So I think we're just gonna stick with max health because we're trying to stay within our budget here. And you can get 2 max health and 1 will. Oh, 2 will. Okay, we'll do this. 2 will because that gives you a little bit more magic resistance. So we'll run that. We're not gonna be running Chappelle with this build, but that is, that's an alternative as well. So we have 1250 left to spend here. Next up, we're gonna want to run. Okay, so this is a sleeper that a lot of people don't know. Occultist purples with Bis is super cheap. For some reason, people don't like it. So if you want to bring Occultist pants, right, and say you want to bring, I'm not sure how expensive it'd be with Vigor and Dex. But yeah, look how cheap that is for almost Bis. 2-2 for 260, or you can do 2-1 projectile resistance. Okay, yeah, here we go. PDR. 1% physical damage reduction, 2 vigor, 1 dex. So you definitely want to, prioritize health. At least in this build that I'm going to be running, it's going to be a lot of health. So we'll drop that, put that on. So we're 98% move speed, right? We want to try and get to 102%. 102.4 is our goal here. And, we may have to switch some things out. We'll see if we can do it. So we're definitely have to run Lightfoots. Let's look for some Lightfoots, purples. These might be a little bit on the pricey side. Not too bad. I know if you do additional move speed, it just gets crazy. Yeah, 750. Move speed bonus is probably going to be just as expensive. 480. And then agility is, I believe, the cheapest roll. Yeah, here we go. 230. Because it gives you the least amount of movement speed. But I think we're going to run that just because we got to make sure we have enough move speed. All right, we have 900 gold left. We're a little bit over on our budget, but that right there is really nice. We still got to bring a Kris Dagger, chest piece, rings, necklace, and then cloak if we have enough for 900 gold. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we got to do chest piece for sure. So chest piece, I believe we're going to do either a Marauder outfit or a Warden's outfit. And for this, they're pretty much the same exact item. I think they have pretty much the same stats as well, but we'll see what's more expensive. That's pretty pricey. Agility. Oh no, that's base. Agility's base. Vigor is what I meant. Okay, 2 vigor, 7 armor. That's really good. I think we're gonna run that for 180. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, we'll put that on. That brings us to 102%. So it almost evens out. The 5 agility almost evens out the move speed penalty on the martyr outfit, which is nice. Okay, next up, we just need the rings, the pendant, the Kris Dagger, and the cloak. So let's go to the Kris Dagger here. You don't need anything crazy with the Kris Dagger, to be honest, because you're just going to be doing, your DPS is going to be really high regardless. So, but let's just take a look. Yeah, one additional weapon is pretty cheap. Kris Daggers are pretty cheap right now. We might even just cop this one for 55 gold. The base is 24. This one's 25. I think we'll pop that for 75. It's just 20 gold more expensive. We'll put that on. Now we just need 2 rings and a pendant for 633 gold. So we're definitely going to want to run True Fizz, right? So this is what I like to do. I like to type in the True Fizz stat, and then I like to go over here and type in ring and see what the cheapest rings are for the stat. As you can see here, it's pretty expensive. Not going to find much, at least stat-wise, that would benefit me. Ring of Resolve would benefit. Oh, this Ring of Courage right here, we're going to just grab that immediately because that's, we want that. Oh, there's another one. Somebody must have just put 2 up there. We literally just lucked out. Okay, we take it. True Fizz Ring of Courage is for 150 each. That streamer luck right there. All right, we take it. So all we need now is a pendant and a cloak. So for the pendant, we're going to do Frost Amulet because there's True Fizz on there as well. We're just stacking as much True Fizz as we can. The more True Fizz we have, the more damage this Kris Dagger is going to do. And the DPS is just going to be crazy. So we'll go for a blue because blues aren't the most expensive, and we're going to take this because it's super cheap. We're getting really lucky right now with these gear. Okay, like I said, we're about 102%. I wish we could be a little faster. We don't really have much to work with here. We need a cloak now. And I think we could do a few things. Let's take a look and see what we got. There's Vigilant for a little bit more HP, because my HP is a little low, but it won't really be too bad once I pop Demon, because you get 50 health in Demon. But there's 130 gold there. We have 230 to spend. And I want to see if I can find a lantern too. So I think we're going to make our budget being 130 max. So there's 130 for a Vigilant. Let's see how much a Tattered is for a little bit more strength. 200, that's out of the budget. Adventure Cloak, I just assume this is going to be way over. Yeah. So I think Vigilance is just going to be the move here. Everything else isn't really going to be relevant to what we have. Or what we could do, actually, we could do True Fizz and get a really bad cape that doesn't really help us, but we get the True Fizz off that. I have a really stacking True Fizz. So we'll go True Fizz back. 109 for Splendid. Okay. I think we're going to grab that. We'll get a little bit of projectile damage reduction, a little bit of Will for more magic resistance, and it's cheap. So we take that. So if you look here, we have 1 True Fizz, 2 True Fizz, 3, and then there's 2 here, so that's 5. So we have 5 True Fizz. We didn't get True Fizz on the Light Gauntlets because that would have probably been out of our budget. But now we have 121 gold for the remainder of our kit here. And this is like a pretty decent kit. Like, we're pretty quick. 306 is pretty solid. Health is a little low, but, you know, you'll get 50 health when you transform. It'll be about 180, which isn't bad. And, you know, it's not going to matter as long as you catch them. Our PDR right now is, it's about 28.5. It's a little lower than I normally would have it. I'd like to stay around 30. Magic resistance is 15%. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, so let's see if we can find a lantern to supplement our Kris Dagger here for 121 gold. Lanterns are pretty cheap. Probably could find a purple one, as long as it doesn't have damage rolls on it. Okay, there's Armor Pen. Armor Pen's pretty cheap. And then if we could find a health one, that would be nice. If that's, oh, here we go. 1 max health. 1 max health. How much do we have to spend? We have 120. So everything here and below. 2 max health with Armor Pen. 2 health with 2.9. 2 health with 2.6. 3.4 with 1. I think we're going to go 2.9 with 2. I think we're going to grab that. Yep, that's going to be pretty much it. All right, and this is pretty much the Demon build. This is a super cheap kit. This is, what was this? 1,500 gold? Pretty cheap. If you want to do an alternative, obviously you can get better stuff. You can min-max your stats. It's just going to cost you more gear, but this is just 1,500. Also, another thing you could do, if you have even higher move speed, say you're at like 103% and you don't have a little bit of reduction, you can pop over here and you can grab a crystal, a Vision Crystal right here. So Vision Crystal has 2 dex, 2 strength, 2 additional weapon damage, and magic pen on here. So this you can equip right here, and when you have this out, it'll just give you these bonus stats while wielding this. So it'll give you the 2 dex, 2 strength while your Kris Dagger's out. So you'll be doing a little bit more damage and swinging quicker. And you'll get the, you know, the 2 additional weapon damage onto your Kris, which is like 2 weapon damage on a dagger is big damage. So that's an option. These Vision Crystals are not the cheapest. I believe they're probably like 500 gold right now for the worst one. Let's check. Yeah, they're exactly 500 gold for the cheapest, or for the, yeah, cheapest one. So that is an option, but this is like a 1.5 budget kit, nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the build I probably would run here. If your movement speed is not, if you want it to be a little higher, you can always substitute these Occultist pants out, and you could run trousers, and you would be extremely fast. You'd probably be close to 104%. With trousers on, but the issue is you'd be missing out on a big chunk of strength and damage. So, but that is always an option. I like to have a little bit more strength so it doesn't take that long to kill him. Because I typically, when you're 102%, 306, you typically don't have that big of an issue trying to catch people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to get into some, you know, PvP up in here real quick. We got a Discord in the description if you want to hop in. We got a bunch of people. Everyone's the homies in there. If you got any questions, hop in there, DM me. You know, if you have any questions about builds or if you want me to make a specific build on something. And, yeah, I hope you liked the video. Let's get it. I gotta lock in. I probably should have got warmed up. Oh, that is a player aping me. Interesting. Is he gonna jump on me? Ow. Wow, he just got a lot of mobs on me. Oh no! That's why you bring Phantom Eyes. That guy came out of nowhere. I don't have my stacks, but we take it. Oh, I eat that. I'm not gonna pop my heal yet. There's the sprint. Now I pop my heal. I wonder where the other guy went, though. Oh, would you look at that? There he is. Oh, you're just gonna wait up there, huh? I can't jump up! And there he is. Was the change with only 5 soul stacks really bad? It definitely was a nerf on Demon, for sure. Wow, this guy's pretty good. Yeah, what am I looking at? No, don't knock me off. Oh, I popped that prematurely, but we take it. Is this a Timmy? This is like high gear score lobbies. What is this? Please don't knock me off. I'm gonna drop on this guy. He's not gonna see this shit coming. I'm gonna dunk on him. Hello! Oh, there's the Phantom Eyes. He's got big eye on him. I'm not even in Demon. Oh, I'm on his ass. Ooh. There he goes. Yeah, Demon's really strong, bro. With Kris Dagger, it's kind of crazy. You got caught first round. It takes a little bit of practicing. And you just gotta catch people slipping pretty much. It's almost like Rogue. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hello! Somebody was here. Oh no! What the hell? Yo, put your bow away, dude. Yo, put your bow away, dude. What are we... What? What? Oh my goodness. He literally died to my fucking Abyssal Flame. That's crazy. What is... Bro, we're not low gear score. Like, why... What are these guys doing in here, bro? I'm trying to find juicy people. That's his name. Is level 100 Magikarp? Damn, bruh. If only he was a Gyarados, he may have survived that one. Cook this dude real quick. Hello! Oh, there's the Phantom Eyes. Oh my god, what is your buff duration? Jesus Christ! What the fuck is that buff duration? Did you guys see that? Oh, it's a Frostwalker. Oh, is that the friendly ranger over there? Is this your homie? Oh, wait. Yes. Oh, he's juicy. I had to kill him, bro. I had to do it. Yeah, he was pretty juicy. You want some of this, bro? There's like some fucking troll's blood in here and some shit. Yeah, come grab this. The troll's blood doesn't on my body, dude. Come grab that shit, man. Sorry, I'm a warlock. I gotta get the warlock goop. You know what I mean?